Hi there, it's Justin from Huntingspots again, and I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to plan out your hunt using our Huntingspots map planning system. So let's just click on map up here, and as you can see here, we've already loaded into it, but what you will do is you will click on the big plus here. So you'll click onto it, it'll reload the page for you, and we'll start off on our default layer. So let's just turn off a couple of layers here, we don't need them all on. Permitted hunting area. Now, let's plan out our hunt. So let's first things first, we've sort of scouted around, we've looked at the topo lines and got an idea of an area. We've viewed it via the satellite to see, okay, well there's a nice bit of flat there, it looks pretty green, looks accessible. What does the topo look like? Oh yep, no, it's definitely accessible. Around there, nice little camping spot over here, it looks like. Let's plan our hunt. So first things first, we're going to put down our camp, so where our base camp is. And we're going to call that, as you can see, it's marked in the location. We're going to give it a name, base camp. Now, we get options down here to add a date on which we were going to arrive. So we're going to arrive on Saturday the 8th at, let's say, 8 o'clock in the morning. And if we wanted to, we can make a little description here and say, we will hunt, not hunt, we will camp here. As you can see, we've got a date of arrival, a time of arrival, a longitude and a latitude, a little brief description. And you can fill that with whatever you want, what equipment you're taking, who you're going with, so on. So let's just save that. And as you can see now, we've marked and we've starting to create our plan. Now we saw this spot over here, this clearing up in the corner here. It was nice and flat. So we want to go over and have a look at that. So let's just pinpoint a waypoint on that. And this was a nice spot. So we'll go hunt here. And we'll probably do that on the same day we arrive on the 8th. But we're probably going to do that a bit later, around 10, hunt here. Cool, and as you can see, we've set up camp, we've done a little recce out over here, and now our plan is starting to come together. Now, as you can imagine, we can't pinpoint every single spot that we're going to be hunting in. So that's why we've created a layer that you can draw on. So as you can see here, we're going to draw this layer on, double click, and this is our hunting area. This is the sort of where we're going to scout around, where we're going to look. And we're probably going to do that on the same day at around the same time, but we'll make it just half an hour later. And as you can see now, we got our base camp where we're going to be walking to and our area that we want to walk to. And we can add on to that as we wish. We could add another waypoint. Let's say we want to walk this river later in the day. And sure, we'll say goats. We're going to do that on the 8th, and we'll probably, maybe, if all goes well, we'll probably take a late lunch and walk up the river. So we've got our camp, where we're going to hunt and have a look around first, and then a sort of an afternoon stroll up this river. Now, if we have an area that we've never been to before, we can actually use a couple of others. We can use exploration. So like, well, we've never been down this particular stream, so let's just mark it off as some place that we might find interesting, or if we just want to go do a recce here. So we just want to, and we want to recce there the next day on the 9th, and we'll start recceing there at around 6 in the morning. We've never been here, but should give it a look. Sweet. So now we've got a plan developing. So we've got day 1, arrive, take a walk, take another walk, and let's have a look around here. Another nice little feature we have here, so where we want to meet up, if we split up with our mates, we've sort of parted ways, and where we're going to catch up. So we're going to set up a rendezvous back at camp here, and on the second day, on the 9th, we're going to rendezvous back here at about 1 o'clock. Oh no, and meet back up here for second breakfast. And there we've got a plan developing. And that is our plan. So what do we do with this information? Well, we can do a couple of things. We can either we can scroll out to a point where we would like it to be, and we can take a little snapshot. And what that'll do is that'll save an image, a PNG that we can then print out and view. So let's just open that. And as you can see here, we've got a little map that we can print out, and we can see where we were going to hunt, what areas we planned to go to, but just sort of a handy reminder of where we're meant to be and when we're meant to be there. What we could also do, and ideally what we would do with this, is we would share this with someone. So we can then share our trip with a significant other, a loved one, and when we click share trip, um, it'll make a unique URL for us that is completely um, is yours and only with whom you share it with, and you would share that information with a loved one. So then we can take that URL, open Facebook, and we've shared that hunt with our wife, or significant other, or friends, or family, or parents, or whomever. So now, if anything should happen to us, we can then confidently know that they know where we were planning on hunting, when we were planning on hunting. That can be passed right on to the authorities should anything happen. So that's our hunting planning application. There's a lot more to it. We'll go into more depth in a later video. But this is a quick little overview on how to plan out your hunt, how to share it, and how to make sure that you're going out and you're having a good time and keeping safe and getting home again. Cool. Have you got any questions? Just jump over to our Facebook page or leave a comment below. This is Justin from Huntingspots. I'll see you out there.